For this project, I am using a 41 quart tub, and here are the dimensions. So the first thing I did was I took this black trash bag and I opened it up and I cut the sides open just so that I would have like a really long rectangle to work with. I then placed the tub where I wanted it to be, and then I added the first of my substrate. I'm using a mixture of sand and dirt. It's about a 50-50 ratio of each. Because it was so dry, I needed to rehydrate it so that I could work with it. This is just plain water in a spray bottle. Then I dried the sides of the tub there because I'm going to be sticking tape on it, and you will see what I'm talking about in a bit. Afterwards, I started to pretty much sculpt the substrate in like this really deep triangular way, and this is going to be like the water area. So I want it to be kind of really deep. Next, I added some more substrate, I mixed it up, and made the little hill there that I have going on a little bit higher. And again, I'm wetting it so that I can work with it. Next, I took a piece of that trash bag from earlier and I'm folding it in half just to be extra safe, and I'm going to be basically using it as like pond liner. I'm taping it to the sides of the tub using this black duct tape just so that it would match with the back, but the color really doesn't matter. And here's all the sides nice and taped up. As for the front section, I trimmed off the extra plastic, but I left a good 2 inches to work with still. Here, I'm just lining it with some river stones. And here I am lifting and tucking that plastic, kind of like you would with an actual pond. This is just a nice way to hide the plastic, and it'll let me rise the water level slightly above the rocks. It just looks nice, really. Next, I pushed a little bit of that substrate like right next to it, and yeah, a little bit on the top as well, just to provide extra support. And to finish it off, I'm adding more of those rocks all around the edge just to really hide the plastic. So to really secure them on there and make sure they don't move, I pushed down on all of them, even the first row that I put in. So I found this branch and it has like this natural arch already, and I thought it would be a really cool entrance to the water area for little one. So for little one to get in and out, I decided to go with a ramp slash stairs made out of twigs, and here I'm just measuring out how deep and wide to make it. And here it is all finished. I didn't glue it or anything, I'm just using string to hold it in place, which is why it's kind of wobbly, but it works. I was really happy when I placed it in there and it just kind of fit perfectly on there. Like, that was just such a satisfying moment. Look at that. Look, it's perfect. I'm adding some rocks there in the bottom so that little one doesn't get under the ramp and gets stuck down there. That would be horrible. I'm also lining the sides of the ramp with some more rocks just to help weigh it down because wood does float. For the arch, I'm just taking these little tiny twigs and I just want to make it like a lot bushier so that it'll look prettier and fuller. And again, I just used some string to hold everything together. You know, I didn't really want to wait for silicone or glue or any of that to dry. And here it is, all finished. I love it. And here it is going in place. I love it. It's like such a cute entrance. Next, I added some more of the substrate and I'm just pre-mixing it first because it's kind of not incorporated yet. And again, I'm wetting it so that I can work with it. I'm not sure why I stopped doing that to fill this up, but you know, apparently that's what I did, and I guess I just really wanted to see water in there. So here I'm just playing with some of this moss, and I bought like a bag of this and I have so much left over and I don't know what to do with it, so I just thought I would play with it here and see if it looked pretty at all. And let me just tell you guys, I don't love it on here, but I don't hate it, so yeah, a little bit on here doesn't hurt. And again, I'm adding more substrate so that I could get started on the cave. So I struggled with this part for like an hour. This clip is just like in really super fast speed. But yeah, I'm just like playing with some of these rocks. I'm rearranging them and I'm supporting them. There's really no way for me to explain this to you except just support the rocks in the bottom, like the base. Just make sure that they are really secured on there, and I kind of buried them a little bit in the substrate so that there's just no chance that they would ever collapse on little one. And here it is. Kind of, it's not really done yet. Next, I took some more of my substrate, and again, this is why I wet it so that I can work with it. And here I am just basically building up the walls and the back, the whole back section really, and yeah, I'm sealing up the cave. And here I just took some more of my substrate and I dumped it out so that I could mix it up because, well, it's not mixed up. And I'm taking it out again so that I can work with a small amount of it at a time. Again, I'm wetting it so that I can work with it. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of making a hill behind the cave. Well, not behind, like on top of the cave. I'm sorry about my hair being on the way. I didn't know at the time. But for sure, next time I record this kind of thing, I'm definitely going to be tying my hair up. I promise. The cave really does take a significant amount of room for walking for little one. This way, little one can go up the cave and down and in and out, and it just maximizes the roaming space. I do miss the substrate on a daily basis to keep it from collapsing. So here I'm just lining the edge of the tub with these sticks just to have something there so that little one doesn't get too close to the edge, even though I'm not particularly worried with little one because I have had him in high up places with nothing on the edge. All she really does is kind of look down and then backs away. She has never attempted to jump from high up places, but you know, just to be safe, I am putting these there. So here I am recycling some pieces of tile, and you know, some of these are broken, but that actually kind of looks really good. I'm just making like a little walkway from the cave to the water area, and also that is where I will feed the little one. I made sure to push them into the substrate really good so that they wouldn't move around. And here is little one. The rest of this video is just her pretty much exploring her new home. It's kind of adorable, so don't stop watching. It's the best part, really. For the lighting, I'm just using some white and blue LEDs because I do have the plants in there. Otherwise, I would just use like a really dim lamp. So I'm not using any UV lighting or anything because it is an indoor winter setup. Little one will only be in it for the winter, and I mean, most turtles in the wild don't get much UV lighting anyways during the winter. They're always buried somewhere, so they're totally fine without it for a bit. Pretty much it's only cold at night here for now, and what I do is little one spends all day outside in her outdoor setup. And then once it starts getting dark and the temperatures drop, little one comes inside in this setup. And we will probably be doing that until it gets too cold for her to go outside throughout the day. So that's when she'll probably use this like full time, but for now, that's what we're doing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a nice comment, please and thank you. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye. Look at how big she is. Don't bite me. See, because I hand feed all the time, my fingers are now considered treats. Which is a really bad habit, and I hope we can break it in the future. But for now, my fingers are in danger anywhere near her. Here's your food, dummy. You didn't finish it. Come on. Not my fingers. Damn it. Okay, I guess she's not hungry anymore. For anybody wondering about the black telescope, here he is. I'm happy to announce that he is completely better. How are you? I'm doing awesome. Look at her. She's so beautiful and chubby. Look at those eyes. Ooh la la. Oh gosh, she's gonna jump. Yeah, she still has that bad habit of jumping. Where are you going? Jump there. She's so big and pretty. There you go. She almost knocked out her cave. Let me show you guys her belly. She's got the cutest belly ever. She's like a balloon. There you go, sweetheart.